more tables. We have a few of these floating around. So if you have one near you, go ahead and grab it. This is our Haggadah, and this is what we follow throughout our Seder dinner tonight. We have a few different things on here. So this wrapped in foil, this is our shank bone for the angel of death to pass over the Israelites' houses during the last plague. The Israelites put lamb's blood over their door so that the angel of death knew to pass over. Passover. We also have in the middle, sticking up right here, this is our maror. It's bitter herbs. It's like bitter sadness. Being a slave was not great, as we can imagine. We also have an egg, which I can't remember the name of.
Beitza.
Beitza, thank you. And that symbolizes the spring. And then we also have an orange, which is a less traditional one. And there are actually like a ton of different stories about having an orange on the Seder plate. Generally, the orange is always like equality in a place where there wasn't equality before. We are going to start with the first cup of grape juice. It's the first cup of wine, but we'll be using grape juice tonight. Raise your glass. And we're just going to read it in Hebrew and then in English. So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. And in English, it's blessed on the other side. Blessed are you, our God, monarch of the universe, creator of the fruits of the vine. And then go ahead. We are going to move on to karpas, which are the spring vegetable dipped in salt water. You have some green bowls in the middle of the table where you're going to get a piece of parsley and you dip it into the salt water 2 times as we say the blessing and you eat it. It signifies the tears that the slaves had while they were in Egypt. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'adamah. Blessed are you, our God, monarch of the universe, creator of the fruits of the earth. We have 3 that go in the middle, and then in the middle matzah, you actually break it in half and hide part of it away. And the kids or grown-ups, honestly, every year after, like during dinner time, we'll go searching for the afikomen, and that's the missing half of the middle matzah. It is representative of the thin cracker-like bread that the Israelites had when they had to run out of Egypt really quickly and didn't have time for their bread to rise.
All other nights we may eat either bread or matzah, but on this night only matzah.
All other nights we may eat any species of greens, but this night only bitter herbs.
All other nights we do not dip even once, but on this night twice.
All other nights we eat and drink, either sitting or reclining, but on this night all of us recline.
So we are going to say the motzi, if you know what that is. If not, don't worry about it.
It's the prayer over bread.
It's the prayer over bread. So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
This is the bread of affliction which our ancestors ate in the land of Egypt. Let all those who are hungry enter and eat.
If the Holy Blessed One had not brought our ancestors out of Egypt, we and our children and our children's children would still be in slavery to the pharaohs of Egypt.
In the Seder, there are 4 children, and they each represent different people who can attend the Seder. The wise child who asks good, helpful questions, the wicked child who shuns all of the traditions, the simple child who just doesn't know quite the right thing or just asks simple questions, and then the one who doesn't know how to ask. Yeah. Another splash of wine, and this time you're going to leave just a little bit in your cup.
Go forward and inquire what Laban the Aramite intended to do to our father Jacob.
And he went down into Egypt, compelled by the word of God, and dwelled there, by which we are taught that Jacob did not go down to settle there, but merely to visit, as it is said.
And the Eternal brought us out of Egypt, and with a strong hand, and with an outstretched arm, with great terror, and with signs and wonders.
And the Eternal brought us out of Egypt, not by an angel, nor by a heavenly being, nor by a messenger, but the most holy, gloriously blessed divinity alone.
When we talk about the plagues, as happy as we are that we're freed from slavery in Egypt, it's still a little sad that somebody had to suffer and that people had to suffer for us to gain our freedom. So what we do is we list all of the different plagues that God sent to the Egyptians, and as we do that, we take a little bit of sweetness out of our cup. So you take your pinky or any other finger, and you just take a little drop and you place it on the edge of your plate. This is personally my favorite song in the Seder, and it basically says it would have been enough. So we say thank you for all of these different blessings, and we say if this had happened alone, it would have been enough. And then we add on more and more things that happened that we're thankful for. Die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu.
The Paschal lamb which our ancestors ate during the existence of the temple. Why?
And we're going to say the Kiddush, which is a blessing over the grape juice, one more time. So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Good job, but don't clean your hands yet.
It's ready to go.
Asher Kishanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivanu Al Natilas Yadayim.
You have, everyone has to touch the matzah, or when it's not Passover, it's a challah. But one of the things that we do, because in a lot of situations it's very hard to get everyone to touch the same piece of bread at the same time, it's a little gross. You have to just touch somebody who's touching the matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz. Very raw maror tonight, which is going to be super fun. So that is very spicy horseradish root. I would recommend taking a very small bite. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat maror. Yes, missing it. Just a sec. We're going to take put a little bit of your bitter herb and a little bit of karoset on the same sandwich together. If you have any dietary restrictions, please come talk to me or Jen, and we would be happy to help you out.